Hello.
I'm nervous. I'm a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, I'm so used to hearing. Cheers. I'm so used to hearing about like in what a slump the All Blacks are in. You almost want to believe them.
I feel like they deliberately lost to Ireland to give us a false impression,
yes,
so that they would come here and obliterate us.
Yeah.
Tiger's eating your table.
He's okay as long as he doesn't grab your hands. Okay.
It doesn't feel right. Being
and
the
we
overdogs.
don't like being. We have to be underdogs.
Yes.
Is that fire burning you?
No.
I think I saw a statement on Twitter today where some guy was saying, "Do we really have to be underdogs in order to stand a chance of winning games?
I think
we have to get past that, Oaks."
Yeah. No, it's true. It's just. I think it's just built into us. I've got a funny story. There's a guy called Blikkie Schrinewald. Some of the people might know who he is. He was very involved in Blue Bulls and Tukkies rugby. And he told a story where he said, if you want to motivate Wikus van Heerden, who was a World Cup winner in 2007, you go to him and you say, Jerry Collins says that you are
KAK.
Yeah, very
You're
bad.
Terrible.
You're terrible. A swear word.
Yeah.
And then that guy would have an amazing game if you do that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, he believed that he said, don't tell a Springbok rugby player, especially an Afrikaans Springbok rugby player, I don't know why Afrikaans specifically, don't tell them they're good. Like the Blue Bulls. Don't tell the Blue Bulls, yes, you're so good and you're playing so well, because next week they lose to the Force.
Sorry to the Force, but that's reality.
That happened.
You know, that to me feels like true mindset, because against Wales, we obviously underestimated Wales.
Yes.
You know, we will definitely lift our game against the All Blacks, but it's an unusual place to be in, to be branded as favourites
against the All Blacks.
I'm not used to that. That's not a normal feeling. I don't know how to deal with it.
But especially like we came off the back of this series against Wales, where Wales were like, they had a bad Six Nations and they were playing us here.
No.
You know.
Yeah, no, we underestimated them. We
not just we didn't, like, even that last game where we ran away with it. It wasn't like we smashed them.
No.
Just face the camera there, John.
I mean, I'm listening to you. I'm looking at him, eye to eye. Yeah,
but the All Blacks are hurting, and how big an impact is now I need to get his name right, because we've been lambasted for getting names wrong.
Yeah.
Please forgive us.
Jack Ryan, the forwards coach from the Crusaders.
Yeah, but how much of a difference?
His surname is definitely Ryan.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It will be a difference from a motivational point of view, which players at this level, they know how to play. They just need to hear the right stuff, and they just need to be motivated. Like Rassie Erasmus, what's the difference between Alistair Coetzee and Rassie Erasmus? Picking the right team, continuity, and keeping them happy.
And
keeping them motivated and happy.
Let's be fair, Rassie has had the opportunity to pick overseas-based players, and Alistair was not allowed to.
No, for sure.
In fairness to Alistair.
Yeah, no, definitely. Alistair's a good coach. It was just the wrong time.
But the point is, he came in. He was the right kind of boss. He got the red tape dropped, and he was able to turn South African rugby around.
If you watch that like they were playing the 2017 57-0 loss this week, the only difference, it's the exact same team, Springbok team. The only difference was the back three.
No.
You know.
Yeah, but it's the belief, it's the motivation, it's the continuity, it's a trust in players, it's a trust in coaching, it's a trust in your game plan. I mean, for that brief moment, we're going off topic, but for that brief moment, we tried to play All Black rugby, which is sort of the kind of rugby that the Lions played, the Gauteng Lions, and it didn't work. That's not Springbok rugby, and Rassie sort of brought it back, and that kind of falls in with the way we play. The All Blacks counter our style of play really well.
Look, as Springbok fans, we are sitting here thinking, okay, we should win this game. I know you guys are nervous, but I've never been feeling as comfortable going into an All Blacks test match as I feel right now. The only thing that makes me uncomfortable is the fact that we're not playing at altitude.
Yes.
Can someone please just tell them?
Mbombela Stadium is at 300 meters, so that's the same as sea level.
Tell the New Zealand public that, because like the media is constantly like
saw an
playing
article
at
about
altitude. It's going to be so tough.
not
Mbombela
altitude.
is at about 300 meters above sea level, and Pretoria is 1,450 meters above sea level. There's a massive difference.
I want
So
someone
it
just
is
to
literally
explain that
not
to them.
Yeah.
at altitude. That's the one thing. So it's an even playing field there, and it's going to be, even though it's winter, it's going to be relatively humid.
I think Sam Kane
And
even
that
said we're
kind of
playing at
stuff.
altitude.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're expecting to play at altitude. It's going to be.
But he's got to check his
Yeah.
Garmin, and it'll say what I've just said.
Yeah.
The second thing is the fact that I'm very uncomfortable being a favourite.
Yes.
That's
No.
we don't enjoy that. We don't understand that.
No.
And because we got big heads when we
It
become
happens.
favourites.
Yeah.
It's a given.
We just do.
Goes
and
to our heads.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
So those two things make me nervous, but I do think on paper
Yeah.
our
On
team is
paper,
stronger
I do
than
think,
the
I
All Blacks team.
honestly think we're the better team.
Yeah.
What do you
Especially
think
our
about how would the All Blacks want to play counter our style of play?
Well, I think they would have watched the Wales game, seen how we rush up and how they countered that, and I think they'll definitely employ that tactic
to try and find space.
get round that
that rush
midfield.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think they've got the ability to go around us. But what they do have the ability to do is do the little chip in.
Yeah.
So to take us off guard, do the chip in behind us, and then they've got this amazing group of players to come in onto that ball. They're actually brilliant at that. But I don't think what I
The
see in
philosophy
their
is to
players-
get it to the wing as quickly as possible, basically, and then from there the ball goes inside as soon as that rush comes up, and that sort of thing. And then, once they break the gap, I don't think there's any team in the world better than to finish once a clean line break has been made.
Sure.
Yeah.
If there's a clean line break, the All Blacks 9 times out of
They don't
10
drop
finish
the
the
ball.
try. Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is I can't see them going around us.
Yeah.
We've got very quick wings and brilliant on defence.
Yeah.
Look, I actually personally think, and I've said this before, and it's going to kill me, but Willems is still finding his feet defensively at fullback.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll identify him from a defensive perspective and say, this is how we play behind that defence.
Yeah.
Because if Willie's there, he's got that position covered.
Yeah.
They might have tried a different tactic. You can't drop Willems after the game he had in the
No.
final game against Wales. You just
Yeah.
can't.
It's a good season.
He's had a great season.
No, yes. Good
Maybe
for the
they're
Stormers.
saying the guy played 90% of his games at 12,
Yeah.
so we can identify weakness in his defence, and these are where the gaps are.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that gap is through us,
Yes.
and it's not around us. I don't think,
Yeah.
personally.
I'm very excited for Kurt Lee.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very, very
Kurtley
excited for
Arendse,
Kurtley
yes.
Arendse.
Very good in the air.
And he in the game where he was picked, which proves a little bit about that second test, maybe,
Yeah.
because he was probably the best Springbok player in that
Yeah.
match.
Made his
Yeah.
tackles.
Made his tackles, punched above his weight,
Yeah.
which is a
Which is what he did
little-
for the Bulls, isn't that so? He did that for the
Yes.
Bulls. I mean,
Yeah.
if he can face all those Irish teams and all those overseas guys,
Yeah.
he's fine. He's fine to play the All Blacks.
So the All Blacks, the front row is fairly unknown to us. And then obviously Brodie Retallick is out, which I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking Patrick Tuipulotu. I don't think I've seen their starting lineup.
I haven't seen the team.
The team isn't out yet, I don't think, and it'll obviously be Sam Whitelock, and then the Lucy's will have Sam Kane and one or two Oaks that
Savia.
we don't know. Savia will definitely be
Yeah,
there,
Ardie.
and then not 100% sure
Who's
about.
playing fly off?
Smith and I'm assuming it will be Bowden. I think they must play
we
Mahanga.
don't know.
think
We
they
don't
must go
know.
Mahanga.
Maybe with
They haven't
with
picked
a bit
their
of
team yet.
bit of a new.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I haven't seen anything in the press so far. It would have come up somewhere, I'm sure. And then the midfield would be David Avili, that sort of thing. Severis, Jordy Barrett at the back, and it's a very good team. My only concern, if I was an All Black, would be from our perspective, a relatively unknown front row, and a front row that hasn't scrummed against our scrum as much. And the guys coming, we know Angus Davao and a few other guys, but they've lost the Franks brothers and those sort of things. They've lost, and
Dude, I would look at our forward pack and our bench and be ridiculously intimidated, if I had to be honest with you. Because look at our bench.
no,
I mean, you've got
Quagga coming off the bench.
You've got Quagga, you've got Simon Murat, who's really.
New upcoming, but I rate him.
I rate him as well.
He's going to be
You've
pumped.
got Gerard, you've got
Who's
Gerard,
gonna?
I said he's going to be pumped.
Yeah, he's going to be super.
You've got
pumped,
Mostert,
Yeah.
you've got Kwacha, you've got Murat.
Wiese needs to show
You
up.
know?
It's Marx's 50th test. And
You've
Yeah.
got Mbonambi on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Kitsov on the bench.
I think Mark's been picked to
get over the
because
ball.
we were struggling with the fetcher in the first bit
I
against
think,
Wales.
If you wanna
I think
keep your ball
we have
carrier-
been playing. We have been starting him against the All Blacks over the last 3-4 years, whatever.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
always start Marks. And
And
bring
he's
on-
definitely there to steal as well.
I think.
No.
Yeah.
He has started more
You'll
frequently
know,
against the
anyone
All Blacks,
knows.
but we identified in our last discussion how we didn't have a fetcher because here's not a fetcher.
Yeah.
Peter Steph Toy and Wiese,
Maybe
they're not
that's why.
fetchers.
Yeah.
So maybe we worried about the competition over the ball,
Yeah.
and the only way to change that, if you want to keep that back three, is to bring a hooker in and they can get over the ball. Because Mbonambi is a carrier. He's not a guy on the ground.
We badly want to stick to our centre combination through this game. If there's an injury on the wing, I would say bring on Hendricks on the wing, and we need to stick to that Darlinda combination in midfield.
Yeah, but dude, you do have Willemse who played brilliantly at 12 the whole season, so that's a very good option.
Yeah.
And I mean, what a luxury to have Willie on the bench
Yes. Yeah.
to cover fullback. The guy, I mean, so
Yeah.
experienced, such a good, is a legend of the game.
The All Blacks would have worked out a very, very specific plan for this game. Watching a lot of video, having a lot of analysis, also finding space with kicks. It's a myth that the All Blacks don't kick the ball. They kick the ball a lot. And it's all down to how well they kick tactically in the game. They're going to play the ball quick. They're going to try and avoid lineouts. They're going to do quick throw-ins. They're going to throw straight at the front to the prop and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And try all sorts of different things. Hook the ball straight to the back and get it out as quickly as possible.
You know, Morné Steyn was brilliant when he played for the Springboks. My only complaint, especially when we played against the All Blacks, is he never used to kick the ball out far enough. So he always gave them the option of the quick throw.
Yeah.
Rather lose 10 meters and kick that thing out, because that actually, as a fan, watching that, you get scared.
Yeah.
You know, because you know what those guys can do.
So it's going to be a battle of basically slowing it down to stop them from making the game loose. Because if it gets loose, the All Blacks tend to make us look a little bit silly. Like Wales did, like you mentioned, they would have watched what Wales did to us for that little period of play. And they're going to want to do similar things. Shift the ball from side to side, keep it going, and make it quick. Hit angles, hit runs, try and find little gaps around fringes and that sort of thing.
And what do? We stick to our DNA. We
We
play
carry-
tight. We play first phase rugby, and we play physical, and we compete at the breakdown. Like we hurt them on the clean,
Yeah.
and we steal the ball on the ground. To me, that's how you compete.
This is
the
a
All
little
Blacks.
bit off topic, but an interesting stat I heard, which tells you a bit about the DNA of South African rugby. We won the gold medal in the sevens
the Commonwealth Games.
in the Commonwealth Games without a single offload. Without a single offload.
Dude, we
So
were
it's
so
all structure.
Yeah.
It's all
you guys are
structure.
going to get crossed, but we were extremely superior in the Commonwealth Games.
No, we were. of
Like
course.
there was no other team stood a chance.
We didn't give Fiji the chance in the final to actually get offloads off. When they got one offload off, they scored a try.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
it's not the
defense.
type of way we play. It's all from this ruck, it's going to go there. And that's sort of what the Irish do as well. From a ruck in that position on the field, it's going to go this side, it's going to go that side. There are enough guys to attack on that side. Then they are going to attack this angle and that. It's all like...
But we can agree as Springbok fans, right?
Yeah.
We do not look at that Ireland New Zealand game and base our assumptions on towards this game on that.
Because we're not going to
This is
play
still
like
This
Ireland,
is still an All Black. All Blacks, and for
Yeah.
us, the All Blacks are the pinnacle
of course.
of world rugby.
Yeah.
Beating the All Blacks is all that matters between World Cups,
Yes.
and so we respect them hugely,
Immensely.
and we never want to take this competition for granted, and we might very well get obliterated, but
We'll take pointers
we
from
think we've got a good chance.
from how the Irish played. We'll take a few things out of that.
But if they watched us play against Wales, they're going to say
Yeah.
this should be an easy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also on the. I said that earlier, but I think if you think about last year, how poorly we played against Australia, and we didn't actually play that well against Argentina, and then when we played New Zealand, we brought it.
Yes.
We do lift for New
Maybe
Zealand.
it's going to be like that.
It's going to be a huge
If
game.
we were playing
Yeah.
Australia now, I think we'd be in more trouble
Yeah.
than if we were playing New Zealand.
Yeah.
From a
Because
mental
Australia, we
standpoint.
always underestimate Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Else-
And
I think the
we do we
Wallabies-
agree with the team selection? It's a pretty good South African team selection. No
I
real
don't think
issues.
there's much else we could have done.
No, it's a great
No.
team.
Oh.
Look,
It's a
the
great
front
team.
row, you can pick any of those 6 acts at
Yeah.
any time, except you can't pick the hookers on prop. But
Yeah.
other than that, you can pretty much do anything.
And we've gone with a 5-3, right?
Yeah. No,
5-2.
5-2. 6-2
6-2. We've gone
6-2
for the
split.
6-2.
That's why I'm saying we can't have injuries in the back line.
You know why we do that? We do that because of Kwacha. I'm telling you now, they hedge against, because if all else fails, he can probably play in the back line. But you know what? He's getting old now. He's not going to play.
Play centre.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to play. But
No, we
I
just
don't know.
hope that there are no injuries in the back.
I've lost faith in the 6-2 personally.
No.
I prefer.
Dude, when those 6 forwards come on the field, last time it was a bit of a waste when Ulrichla only played 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But if they come on with 40 minutes to go, they make a huge impact. And
Who
I-
is-
that's very brave to say, but I'm not sure if the current All Black team has the depth that we have.
I don't think they do personally. No, I don't think they do. Honestly,
That is
there
a
were
brave
times when the
statement.
All Blacks
Very
could have put
brave.
3 teams in front of you and beaten you.
Yeah.
Tell me,
so brave.
who is unlucky not to make the Springbok squad to play the Springbok 23?
I think Fussy, in my mind. I think
Nortje.
maybe, not clear. I think Fussy would be a bit disappointed that they didn't, maybe because of specialist positions, but moving Mapimpi to the right wing and having Fussy on the left wing was a consideration for me.
Yeah, I also think Mapipi is our weakness at the moment. So I'm going to be.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
little
be
bit
honest
off
with you.
form.
He's off form, and he hasn't been able to get back on form for long. And he gets a bit like he gets caught in the off the ball stuff a little bit for me.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to focus more on his game. And he's under the high ball. He's absolutely crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that. He needs to develop that high ball game.
Yeah.
You know, but attacking wise, I mean, he's finishing and attacking, and the skill he possesses.
I
is
like to believe that
unbelievable.
when that green jersey's on and when he's back with Rassi and Jacques, that he will bring a different kind of game than when he's with the Sharks. Nothing against the Sharks, but the green jersey gets the best out of some players. And Kulisi also, when he puts the green on, it's different.
I'm not disagreeing with him, PP. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
I think if I was a coach, I'd want him to perform in this game. Otherwise, I'd be thinking about replacing him for the
I
following
think he's
game.
getting on a bit.
But who's challenging him for that position?
got
Well,
lots of guys.
Fussy's is currently on
Leon
the
Zas,
left
but I mean,
wing,
he's
though.
injured. Zas.
That's where the Springboks have been playing him on left wing.
Yeah.
Fussy. Yeah.
Dude, Madosh Tambwe, can he play for South Africa?
Not yet, I don't think. No.
But Zas, you guys can agree that like is
No, he's very
amazing.
good. No,
But
no,
he's
got a great URC. Yeah.
we've got a lot of guys who can play there.
No.
Your biggest problem is fly off.
No.
That's by far your biggest issue in South Africa. at the moment.
Okay, are you willing to chance a prediction at any sorts? A fairly high scoring game, as it normally is, with a very small points difference, probably,
I think 30-11
to the Springboks.
to the Springboks.
Wow, that's out there.
I think we're going to lose this game, and I think we're going to smash them at Ellis Park. That's my
I
prediction.
don't want to say we're going to lose the game. That's what my head is telling me, that there's obviously a big chance that that's going to happen. But I want to say fairly close, like a 30-26 Springboks.
So I'm gonna say 30-13. They're gonna score 2 tries in the corner, and then they're gonna get a penalty in front of the sticks.
The All Blacks are probably going to score the first try.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
After
negative.
that,
I'm
hopefully.
just saying that because I feel like someone needs to say it.
No, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to say it out
Because at
loud.
Ellis Park, we're not going to lose. I cannot see us losing at Ellis Park.
No,
But this is unknown. It's down at sea level. These are actually going to be fired up because they've been taking
no, they've
mad
been
criticism.
taking- This is an
the coach in
absolute
Foster is
must
he
win.
has to win, otherwise he's going to lose his job.
It's a must win for the All
And
Blacks.
I just
Absolutely.
think it's going to be much tougher than what we think it's going to be.
I think it's been
No.
very tough.
No, it's going to be. We don't think. Some people might think, but we don't think that it's going to be easy for the Boks. Even though your score is, but I know where you're coming from.
like what I'm saying is,
21-18.
if Andre Pollard kicks everything over, then we're going to win 30-11. If he
Yeah,
doesn't,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to lose.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we can
Yeah.
get
We're
our
not gonna-
kicks over.
we're going to score maybe 2 tries,
So-
maybe.
Yeah.
But
We need to play that style. Get in
Yeah.
your half,
Yeah.
penalty,
Yeah,
post,
kick.
get it over,
Yeah.
scoreboard pressure. Then I think we'll run away with it. But
Shucks.
I do secretly think we're going to
I am still a bundle of
I
nerves.
feel so anxious now having said that. Even.
That's brave. That's very brave. I hope
Okay.
that you are right.
All right.
Oh.
Anyway, boys,
Okay.
to the
Say.
Bokke.
Cheers. Go Bokke.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Ching,
Ching,
ching.
ching, ching.